Hello, everyone.
Welcome.
So it's the weekend
Oh.
and we should be relaxing, but instead we've spent the entire day talking.
Yes, because
Surprise.
we talk a lot.
We do talk a lot. And what we've really been talking about pursuing lately is, okay, what's next? What is next for us? And we're really wanting to get more into the real estate game.
Yes.
And what we mean by that is rental investments. So whether that be multifamily, which is where we're leaning,
Single
family rentals, flips, or what have you.
And so what we wanted to do is pretty much document all of that for you guys. And starting today is pretty much
the first video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 1.
So it's not just about, we've talked again, we have literally done nothing today but talk. So it's not just about documenting the real estate piece, because that's just one part of it. But it's more, don't you hate when you see all these people who have been really successful and they have a
huge
book
track record.
And they have a book on the New York Times best-selling list, and it's because they're telling the success story.
Mm-hmm.
You don't always see
the failures. You don't see all the heartaches, the no's, the
gray hairs.
It's like, oh my gosh, look, gray.
Or just the process. The process in and of itself, which can take years.
Mm-hmm,
it's like you want it overnight, and it seems like it happens overnight. And so what we've been wanting to do this for a long time,
mm-hmm.
but you're building a business in the financial industry.
Yes.
We've just launched this podcast. Yay, the Talking Couple podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We're wanting to get more into the real estate game. And then we have like a million ideas for other things that we want to pursue
and see
with time and money.
So
we want to document that.
Then to start off and say, hey, look, this is going to be our process on the steps to get to the end game.
Yeah.
And so
we're going to be pretty frank and open about,
the whole shebang.
Yeah. So like the money that we have to invest in property.
The fights that we'll get into. The arguments, it's like, I don't want X, Y, and Z. Well, we're in it together.
Yeah, and you can ask us questions. You can share advice. You can give us tips. You can what have you, be part of this journey with us, and hopefully it will inspire you to start dreaming and planning, because even if we don't achieve these things that we've talked about today, I mean, it has run the gamut of ideas.
Yes.
It has gotten us excited. And behind me, I don't know if you can see all these colorful Post-it notes.
I don't know why I moved that way.
Everybody lean. Okay, yeah.
Why are they leaning?
This is basically our 10-year goals planned out and broken down into actionable steps. So this is a little bit of this builds into that we went through back after the first of the year in January.
Yeah, January before.
And just a little teaser, you're going to hear all about this process, of this goal setting process that we went through. We're going to walk through it step by step and really kind of share what our goals are with you on a podcast episode coming in a couple of weeks. So
it's super cool.
So cool. Why are we whispering?
I don't know. I thought it was awesome. So, but on that note, we will see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Because we don't want it to be like 10 minutes of
talking.
But we will give you the snippets, the good stuff, the bad stuff. So just keep on the lookout.
Yeah.
And
on our YouTube channel, look for that. We'll be posting videos on the regular, and send us questions, because it's probably a question we're also struggling with. And so we'd love to hear your questions, your stories where you're doing this sort of same thing as a couple. To me, we feel pretty strongly that if we're not growing as a couple, like pushing each other and growing and stretching and striving and dreaming, then we're just kind of stagnant and stuck.
Yeah, especially when, you don't have a big network of people to bounce ideas off of. So it's just like, hey, bounce, bounce, bounce. Let's
Bing bong.
yeah. We put it into action and
So
we call
don't let that get you discouraged. Because
Nope.
we're going to forge ahead. These are our dreams. This is our life. If we fail, we fail, but we're going to try. And we're going to keep going. And we're going to keep pushing each other. And we may have some moments where we want to strangle each other or cry, or maybe we make a big mistake and we lose money. But it beats not doing anything,
Yeah.
I feel like.
we got to do something.
Got to do something.
Got to do something.
So-
and that something is everything.
We got to start somewhere. I mean, we've just got to start somewhere. We've got to, yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's just in us. That's just in us. So please, if you're out there listening, get back that spark again. You know, start dreaming again. Start thinking about those things that you've sort of buried down that you thought maybe weren't possibilities, or things that you thought you weren't necessarily interested in before, but there's
Yeah.
something there that keeps nagging at you. You have a voice in the back of your head that's telling you something, whether you choose to listen to it or not. And there's these things that in your mind, in your heart, that you've always wanted to pursue, but you
Mhm.
thought it's too late or never going to happen, and maybe you just have to think about it differently. Maybe, like, I'll give you an example and then I'll quit talking.
Okay.
Maybe. So, like, I have always dreamed, I grew up dancing. I've always dreamed of owning my own ballet studio. I'm like, that ship has sailed. You know, like, I can't hardly dance anymore. I can't even lift my leg. But then when we started talking about some of our stuff earlier today, I was like, oh, maybe I could volunteer at a ballet studio and teach for fun, you know? So it might just look a little different, but, like, there are ways to pursue your dreams that you don't have to just go through life feeling like you haven't
Accomplished or
achieved what
achieved
you-
those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So
Yay!
keep
I'm so
pushing.
excited.
Oh, she's excited.
Yay!
I'm excited. All on the inside, though. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be great. So, yeah, thanks again for listening and watching, and comment, like, share, subscribe to the Talking Couple.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
All right.
Until
We'll
next
keep us-
time, peace.
Get to talking.